It's time for the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. Now here's your host, Pat DiSabato.
Hello, welcome to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. I'm your host, Pat DiSabato from the Southtown Star newspaper, and we are at Homewood Flossmoor High School. Folks, if you haven't, figured that out from the big HF on the wall of Vikings on the back of the wall there. Our guest this week, Jimmy McLaughlin. He is the boys basketball coach at Homewood Flossmoor. 8th season, hard to believe he's already been the head coach for 8 seasons. Vikings, as usual, having a great year. 13-5 overall, 6-1 in the Southwest Suburban Conference. They're coming off a big win over Joliet Central on Friday, 49-34. And they're at Lockport Friday night. So they're in position to win the conference. And I know one thing about the Vikings, they're not going to hang their head on winning a conference championship. That's nothing for this program. They're looking at bigger and better things. Beautiful facility, folks. If you've ever been out to Homewood Flossmoor, campus is absolutely stunning. College level type of campus, so about 185th and Kedzie Avenue. All right, folks, we are going to go to a Beggar's Pizza timeout. Go for a nice Beggar's Pizza right about now. When we come back, Jim McLaughlin, Jimmy Mack from HF will be our guest.
For over 30 years, Beggar's Pizza has been delivering you great pizza your whole family will love. But don't forget, it's not only our award-winning thin, stuffed, and deep dish pizza. We have great pasta, salads, desserts, sandwiches, and more. Our meals are prepared with the finest ingredients available, making sure you go home happy every time. Whether it's your team's victory bash, a birthday party, or just a nice night out of the kitchen, enjoy a great Beggar's Pizza at home or dine in at one of our many Chicagoland locations.
Having surgery or dealing with some type of nagging pain that limits your function? Then get to Athletics. We offer treatment for all types of orthopedic injuries, work-related injuries, and sports injuries. Therapists with over 20 years of experience provide treatment that is efficient and effective. Our 2,000 square foot clinics offer state-of-the-art equipment from HydroTrack, Blankenship, and Biodex. If your doctor suggests physical therapy, then you suggest Athletics, where every patient is treated like a champion.
All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. All right, folks, we're not at Beggar's Pizza, as you can tell. We are at Homewood Flossmoor High School. Our guest this week, old friend of ours, Jim McLaughlin, boys basketball coach, Jimmy Mack.
Say, Pat, good to see you.
Thanks for coming on board again, my man. All right, 13-5 overall, 6-1 in the Southwest Suburban Red? Blue. Yeah, the football, basketball thing, it's tough to keep track of all that, but... So very good season. How would you assess the team's performance up to this point?
Well, we had a great start. I don't think a lot of people thought that we'd be able to come out and win 10 straight games, especially with our schedule. So we took a little bump in the road, a couple bumps there, but we played some good teams. We didn't lose any slouches. So we're liking our team. They've been working hard, and we're really looking forward to getting into the month of February, which then bleeds into March and make a run at the playoffs.
All the fun starts, man.
Absolutely, March Madness.
And we should mention, among those 10 wins to start the season, you beat Marian Catholic, handed them their only loss for a long time, and you won the Chicago Heights Classic, and that's getting it done. That's a tremendous Thanksgiving tournament. Great way to start off the season, isn't it? That tournament, man.
And not to mention, we went down to the Derrick Rose shootout at the Kroc Center. We beat Curie in a great game too. So we had a really nice start.
Yes, you did. Well, what would you say is this team's biggest strength?
Our strength, we have a couple strengths, but it's got to be our size, our overall size from top to bottom. We can start our very big lineup where our guards are going at 6'3", 6'4", 6'5", and then we got two big guys inside, and Lamar Wolford-Humphrey and our junior Ty Odiasi, who both go at 6'8" and 6'9". So we got some length. We've been very fortunate, of course, to have that type of talent here, and we're really just trying to utilize that length on the defensive side, especially to limit guys to one shot to clean the glass, and hopefully they come out and run it back the other way.
Well, besides that 10-0 start, what has surprised you most about this team?
We got our first 2 wins out of Proviso, which Proviso expanded, of course, to a 32-team tournament. So you get our first 2, we got to the round of 16. And we really thought we had a team that could match up with Oswego. That was probably one of the biggest shocks that we had. just our lack of energy in the game, our lack of performance, the intensity that we had, to be able to get from that round of 16-8. We knew they were a good team, and we just really kind of came out and laid an egg. It's kind of the biggest shock, I think, that we had all season, where we just kind of got blown off the floor.
Yep.
And we really never thought that was going to happen. And that kind of compounded, because it was kind of turned into a hangover. It was almost like about a 2-week hangover before we got back to playing basketball the way that we want to play here, with some energy on the defensive side, play Viking basketball. And it was something we didn't expect. You know, we thought we'd have a big bounce back game against the next team on the following day against Bennett, but we went out there and played bad again. So it was a tough one to recover from.
Yeah, but you guys have recovered now. You know, the one difference with this year's team compared to recent years, when you had, you know, the loaded teams, Delvon Rencher, you know, 4-year guy, and you just had a bunch. Timmy Williams and Tyrone Sherman, those guys were two guys that played 3 years on the varsity, so they had a lot of hype surrounding them. This year's team, all those guys graduated, and a lot of unknowns going into this season, and not a lot expected out of the Vikings. At least, you know, you've put this program to a level where there's always high expectations, but not to the level you've had to incur those last, you know, 2 or 3 seasons. Do you prefer not having that number 1 target on your back, man, or do you like all the pressure?
Well, we've been ranked in a lot of different areas, you know, since I've been here.
Yep.
Even as an assistant, you know, you want to have that reputation that you're one of the better teams in the area. So we like to have it. You know, we had it there for a while. I think we got ranked as high as like number 4 or 5 in the state, and you know, it's something that I enjoy having, because that means other guys respect you, and they know that you run a quality program. So a little different again with this year's group, because last year we had a couple guys that could put up big numbers, but right now we got about 6 guys that could throw up 10 points at any one time. And when you have balanced scoring like that, you become a little bit of a tougher team to defend.
Yeah.
And we really, like I said, we really like our guys, and we're looking forward to seeing what can happen here.
Yeah, we've had 2 guys really have outstanding seasons up to this point. Maurice Hill has done a great job for you. He's among your leading scorers, and Rashawn Searles, another kid that have been outstanding. Surprised at how well they've been playing, or what?
No, you know, we knew Maurice was going to be our leader coming in. He's a 3-year varsity player. He came off the bench quite a bit last year, and of course started a number of our games.
Yep.
Rashawn, we just knew he had potential. You know, the potential was there. Very smart young man, really high basketball IQ. Came out scoring real well for us. I think he was averaging 17 points a game for our first 6 games. And, well, like anything else in high school basketball, especially in our area where you got good coaches, they saw how well he could play, and they started to, of course, adjust to it. So, you know, we really think we have a nice group of guys. Add in Ricky Bullock at the other guard spot and Jason Scott. We bring a real nice, energetic guy off the bench, Thaddeus Little, who's a football player.
Yep.
And then both our big guys inside have really stepped up a little bit for us here. And we're, you know, like I said, we're looking forward to tomorrow night, first of all.
Yeah.
We got Joliet West coming back here, which is a big conference rival, and we're looking forward to a high-energy game.
Yep. And Rashawn's already set college-wise, right, isn't he?
Yes, Rashawn has signed. It's a Texas A&M school. It's called Prairie View. He signed early. Coach loved him, and he's already qualified academically, so looks like it's going to be a great fit for him.
Yeah, that's beautiful. He's got that taken care of, man.
Yeah, nothing like having a scholarship in your back pocket.
No, that's all right. All right, folks, we're going to go to Lisa Thomas Salon. Go to lisathomassalon.com. Specials to be had. Join the team club and get plenty of specials there as well. All right, folks, we come back more with HF boys basketball coach Jimmy McLaughlin. Stay tuned.
What teen doesn't want to be in style with the latest trends? What teen doesn't want the hottest cuts at an affordable price? It's time to get noticed with the Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club, where girls get a cut in style for just $27 and guys get a cut in style for just $17. Get the right look for the right price at the Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club. Your style, perfect style. Only at Lisa Thomas Salon.
For over 60 years, Standard Bank has been a part of your neighborhood, supporting sports and other activities, working with communities as they grow and thrive, helping businesses and families to reach their financial goals. In communities all over Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana, your neighborhood is our neighborhood.
Let us help you reach your financial goals.
with products like Student e-checking, specially designed to make money management easier for students and their parents. Learn more at standardbanks.com. Member FDIC.
If you're in the mood for some of the finest barbecue in the Southland, then Bona Pit Grill and Smokehouse in Palos Heights is the place for you and your family. Whether it's ribs, chicken, brisket, pulled pork, or any other barbecue favorites, Bona Pit serves up a flavor explosion in a championship form. We also offer steaks, seafood, sandwiches, a mouth-watering nachos platter, and salads in a casual atmosphere, with the option of either dining inside or on our heated patio. Watch the big game in our full-service bar, or call ahead for pickup. Bona Pit in Palos Heights. All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. You're just joining us. We're at Homewood Flossmoor High School, home of the Vikings. Jimmy McLaughlin, boys basketball varsity coach, is our guest. 8 years, Mac. Can you believe it? I mean, 8 years as head coach and then 18 overall here, right?
Yes, it's absolutely right. Yeah.
I mean, time just flying, or
yeah,
crazy?
It does seem to fly. Me and Roy Kedzie, we came back out here in 1995. So. Yeah, it's a great community.
Yep.
It's one of the reasons why I came back. I grew up in Tinley Park, so I was always well aware of the tradition here at HF. And when Roy came out and he asked me to be his assistant, I really thought it was going to be a great situation. And now it's kind of ironic that I got him back now with me as my assistant. But yeah, time does fly. It's amazing. You say I've been coaching basketball for 23 years. It's just seems like I just started yesterday.
Isn't it though?
Yes, absolutely.
It's crazy. All right, so some of the guys that have really stepped up this season kind of come out of nowhere in your eyes for the Vikings.
Probably the biggest one has been Ty Odiasi. Was one of our best players last year on the sophomore team. Had a great summer for us, and he's got unbelievable potential. You know, he's really been a guy that we can bring off the bench, and he's going to have an immediate impact on the game. With 6'9", he's very athletic. He's got tremendous length, but he can just change the game around the rim and give us an extra inside presence. His shot blocking ability, his rebounding ability, and really right now he's got a couple nice little post moves going. So we've really been impressed with him.
Yeah. So big time. He's got some big time potential, this kid. Only a junior this year, right?
Only a junior. You know, he's got, for guys that remember Julian Wright, he's got the same type of body type as Julian Wright. He's really long and athletic, and man, he's got some explosiveness up and down the floor, and then the stuff that he can do vertically on the ground as far as changing that game around the rim. It's really been it's been a blessing for us.
Yep. Well, we talked a little bit about last year's team and all the experience that was on there, and you know, you spend a lot of time with these guys. Obviously, when you have a couple 3-year guys, you have a 4-year guy. And the hype and the expectations and all that other stuff. What do you take away as a coach who's been doing this for 23 years overall? What did you take away from that group?
Well, the biggest thing that we took away as a program was that we just did not every day in, day out, practice the way that a championship team practices.
Yeah.
There always seemed to be a problem. There was a distraction. This guy wouldn't go hard, this guy would, and it just kind of skipped around from one guy to the next. So it was, very disappointing in the end. We thought, ultimately with that group when they were seniors that we'd have that chance to win that sectional championship and have an option to go down there and play at Peoria. And we thought they figured it out. Yep. We took some bumps, of course, and took some losses that we shouldn't have taken, but down the home stretch, especially once we got to February, about the middle of February, that group really started to buy into practicing hard. And we won 3 straight games during the playoffs, and we ran into Bloom. And when you come across a team that's been practicing harder than you for 4 months, it's very difficult to catch up and close that gap. Yep. And I think they showed that in that sectional championship game. So that's one thing we've been harping on with these guys. It doesn't matter how good you are or how good people say you are. It's what you do every single day in practice that makes the difference. And these guys, they bought into that.
Yeah.
They've worked extremely hard. And we're trying to make practice as competitive as possible so that when we come to a game in a situation that pops up in between the lines, it's something that they know how to handle because they did it in practice. And they did it the right way in practice.
Yeah. And that's the thing with this group. I talked to Morris a little bit, and he just says, man, they learn. The kids that were around last year learned from that group in terms of the work ethic and practicing hard. And so, it does. There is good that comes out of something like that, right?
Yes, there's always supposed to be something good. It's just that at the time
it's not good.
it doesn't seem right. But you got to learn, and that's what, of course, being a basketball player is at high school level is to learn, and hopefully by the time you get to college that you've been through the the bumps and the bruises, the love, the pain, the sweat, the tears, and you figured out how to do things the right way.
And you've said those guys, the guys that we mentioned, Timmy Williams and Tyrone Sherman, and those guys are all doing well in college right now. So they're all in different spots, and they're all doing really well as freshmen.
They're all doing great.
That's the key, man. Maybe they've got it too now. So what's this team's potential? It seems like you got a nice mix here. You got some juniors, you got some seniors, you got length, you got speed, you got some ball handling, you got some depth on the bench. So, what does this team's potential, and what can prevent this team from reaching that potential this season?
Yeah, well, we always like to set high goals here at HF.
Yep.
All the way back since I got back here in '95 when we won our first sectional and got the chance to play for a super sectional, go down state. That's always been the goal. Could we get out of our sectional? Could we win a sectional? And we had that wonderful run, 2004, 2005, 2006. We put 3 sectional championships together, and of course got downstate in '04 and took home that second place trophy. We've been there every year now. We've been to the sectional every year since 2004. And the ultimate goal is to win the sectional. The sectional is very tough, though. Obviously, we just lost to Bloom. Marion's playing real well. Ourselves, Joliet West, probably looking at the top 4 teams, and we put those 4 teams in a hat and pull out one of them. It could be anyone on any given night. So potentially, we have our goal set that we want to win a regional, and we want to have the opportunity to play for a sectional championship.
Okay. And we talked a little bit about your the freshmen and sophomores. You got a nice group. Right?
Oh gosh, yes, from top to bottom, our school's been phenomenal. We're able to have great academic standards. 2 buildings that are really just from top to bottom gorgeous. The facilities that we have, and now with the addition of the new field house coming here,
that's
we're really going to have a place where, besides just coming here to be a student and concentrate on the academic piece, which is always number one, the facility is going to have really an opportunity for kids to become tremendous athletes.
And I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the Kedzie crazies. So, they're getting a lot of buzz. These kids are really into it. The student body of HF, they refer to themselves as the Kedzie crazy. So what do you think, man? You like it or what?
It's been unbelievable. The fan support since I've been here in '95 has been great. And it's just that they never ever gave themselves a name. We never had a name attached to our fan support. So I think it's about the first week of December. We were out at Lincoln Way East, and a big group of kids all came in with these T-shirts that said the Kedzie Crazies on it, and it's really caught fire. Our home crowd has been phenomenal. The kids they're really into it, and I tell you what, our players and our team, they just absolutely love them. I mean, they go by and high five them before the game. They genuflect and bow to them when we get our wins here on our home floor. And the Kedzie Crazies it's been a great 6-man. And I think the name has got a great ring to it.
And that's what high school sports is all about, right there, man. That's awesome. Players and the student body, collaborating on something like that. So that's cool.
Probably the best thing about them is they really do it the right way. They don't get into some crazy antics. It's all in good sports. There's sportsmanship there. I mean, they're cheering, they're making fun of guys from the other team, but they're doing it the right way, and that's something I think that really reflects how our school is from top to bottom.
They don't cross the line, man. They're okay.
Yes, they are.
Right there. That's good. I'm looking forward to seeing them, man. That's for sure, and looking forward to seeing the Vikings down the road here. And thanks again for being our guest, Jimmy Mack.
You bet, Pat.
All right, my man.
Anytime, man.
Good luck the rest of the season.
Alrighty.
Folks, we're going to go to an athletics timeout. We had Tom Mulvey from athletics on last week, if you recall. We come back. We got the players of the week, coach of the week. Jimmy Mack's got one of those coach of the week, Bona Pit gift cards already. And then some other good stuff. Standard Bank quiz as well, so stay tuned.
Having surgery or dealing with some type of nagging pain that limits your function? Then get to Athletics. We offer treatment for all types of orthopedic injuries, work-related injuries, and sports injuries. Therapists with over 20 years of experience provide treatment that is efficient and effective. Our 2,000 square foot clinics offer state-of-the-art equipment from HydroTrack, Blankenship, and Biodex. If your doctor suggests physical therapy, then you suggest Athletics, where every patient is treated like a champion.
Looking for a lunch you won't soon forget? Check out the new Beggar's Lunch Buffet. Of course you'll find the great thin crust, stuffed crust, and deep dish Beggar's pizza you love, but our buffet goes even further. We have soups, salads, Italian beef, Italian sausage, pasta, and chicken. And don't forget about Beggar's famous cookie pizza for dessert. For only $7.95, it's an incredible deal. From 11 until 2, Monday through Friday, this is a can't-miss lunch that has something for everyone. So get to a Beggar's near you today.
Hi, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. Again, I'd like to thank Jim McLaughlin, home of Flossmoor boys basketball coach, for being our guest. All right, folks, get out those cell phones. It's time for the Standard Bank text poll question of the week. Win the correct answer, $50 gift card. Compliments of Standard Bank. We're just giving. Here we go. Who will score more points Friday night? All right? Text A for Stag Sean Dwyer, B for Andrews Jabril Adekoya, C for Homewood Flossmoor's Marius Hill. All right? Then text Beto and the answer, A, B, or C, to 708-267-7497. All right? Texter number 3 with the correct response was a $50 gift card, compliments of Standard Bank. Good luck. All right, results. Brother Rice, 51. Seton, 49. Great game for Seton. Mark Weems Jr., 21 points. Kamal Shasi, 9 points for Rice. Alex Majewski, big evening, 28 points, 8 rebounds. Quinn Nego, 11 points, 6 boards for the Crusaders, who are rolling. Lamont, 62. Bremen, 44 for Bremen. Otis Lane, 16 points for Lamont. Martinez Inekas, 17 points. Mike Wiz, 17 points. Juosis Balciunas, 11 for the Indians, who are also rolling. Game out was at Hillcrest, 68, TF North 47. For Hillcrest, Kyle Oden, 17 points off the bench. Big performance. Jovan Mooring, 15 points. Delmon Brame, 10 points. For the Hawks, who are sitting 9-0 in the South Suburban Blue. For TF North, Greg McLean, 14 points. Marquise Todd, 12 points. And DJ Deere, 10 points for North, who slips to 8-1 in the conference. Great one here. Lincoln Way North, 66. Stag, 63. This is a tough one for Stag. They were actually up 63-60. Sean Dwyer, 18 points. Kevin White, 12 points. Max Struess, 12 points for the Chargers. For Lincoln Way North, Denton Wallace, 20 points, hit a game-winning three-pointer at the buzzer, beyond half court, to win it. Trey Lewis had 13. Daryl Morgan, 12 points, 8 boards. And Ryan Pellick, 11 points. He hit the big three to knot it at 63-63. HF 49, Joliet Central 34. For Joliet Central, Jalen Heath had 17 points to lead the way for HF. Marcus Willis had 11 points, and Marius Hill, 9 points. Bloom 74, Rich Central 69. A lot closer than some people expected. Not me. Rich Central's got they're a team to watch out for in the playoffs. I really believe that. For Bloom, Zarell Jackson, 18 points. Johnny Griffin, 16 points, 5 boards. James Coleman, 14 points. For Rich Central, Jalen Miller, 23 points, 6 rebounds. Jamal Murray, 19 points, 5 boards. Before we get to the players of the week, I got to give a shout out to Colleen McMahon, Sandburg grad, who was playing now at Illinois Wesleyan, and she is leading the team in points scored and steals. So I want to give Colleen a shout out at Illinois Wesleyan. Great career over there right now. They won a national championship last year. All right, the Labriola Bakery Cafe Golden Baguette Player of the Week, Lincoln Way North's Denton Wallace, who we mentioned. You know, you hit that 3/4 length court buzzer beater to win a game. That's big time, and that's what he did. So Denton, we're going to hook you up with a $25 gift card from Labriola Bakery Cafe. You will thank me later. Lisa Thomas Salon, Teen Club Player of the Week. The Richards, Georgia Danos, scored 66 points during a 3-game stretch, including 28 during a win over Morton. So, Georgia, we're going to hook you up with a nice goodie bag from Lisa Thomas Salon, little gift card, some products, a t-shirt, all good. The Bona Pit Coach of the Week. Bona Pit Grill and Smokehouse Coach of the Week. We're going to give it to Hillcrest boys basketball coach Donnie Houston. Led his team to a 21-point win over TF North in Calumet City. That was a first-place showdown, and the Hawks just mopped the floor with the Meteors. And Donnie Houston, great man, great coach. So we're going to hook him up with a nice $25 gift card to Bona Pit Grill and Smokehouse, 122nd in Harlem in Palos Heights. I'm going to be making my way over there this week for a little lunch and chow down on some of the best barbecue in all the state. All right, folks, we are going to go to a Labriola Bakery Cafe timeout in Oak Brook. We return high and tight.
Looking for a unique dining experience with incredible food? Then check out Labriola Bakery Cafe. Opened by Rich Labriola, Chicago's premier artisan baker, you know they'll have great bread, but you won't believe the rest of their menu. Wood-fired Neapolitan pizzas, fresh pasta, and their world-famous Richie Burger. There's also homemade gelato and, of course, their famous bread. Labriola Bakery Cafe and Neapolitan Pizzeria, conveniently located in the Oak Grove Promenade.
What teen doesn't want to be in style with the latest trends? What teen doesn't want the hottest cuts at an affordable price? It's time to get noticed with the Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club, where girls get a cut in style for just $27 and guys get a cut in style for just $17. Get the right look for the right price at the Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club. Your style, perfect style. Only at Lisa Thomas Salon.
Since 1970, Standard Bank & Trust has been a landmark at the corner of 95th and Western. We're still at the same convenient location, and we're better equipped to serve your needs. So stop by and meet our friendly, professional staff. They provide personalized service and a wide range of products to help both businesses and individuals reach their financial goals. In the Evergreen Park area and in communities all over Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana, we're your neighborhood bank. Learn more at standardbanks.com. Member FDIC.
All right, welcome back to the Coach's Quarter Show, brought to you by the greatest pizza in all the state, Beggar's Pizza. All right, folks, little high and tight action. You know, some kids get injured. I don't care what sport it is, but some kids get injured, and you know what? Senior year, it's come out and support their teammates a little bit, mainly at home games. Road games, they're too busy to do some things. But a kid by the name of Raynard Junkins at Richards, out for the whole year, was expected to be one of the team's leading scorers, if not the leading scorer on the team. Blew out his knee, not able to play all season. You know what Raynard's doing? He's at every home game, every away game. His teammates need water. He gets them some water, provides them with some inspiration and motivation, you know, vocally and just being there. So I got to give Raynard Junkins a lot of credit, man. That's a teammate right there. That's a leader. That's good to see. So, all right, folks, have a great week. Enjoy the Super Bowl. I know I'm going to enjoy that Super Bowl. It'll be good times. All right, we'll see you here next week. Have a good one.